Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel, it's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, but mostly it's about my journey in this fantastic yarny community. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Monday with me. Today is my Make Along Mondays update and the hashtag OTCS National Crochet Month Challenge. And I'll be real honest with you, I didn't plan anything for the challenge today, mainly because it kind of threw me off. It says Throwback Thursday. Today's a Monday, so obviously this is an old list, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. But yeah, I'm going to do a combination one later on in the week. Probably on Thursday, I'll combine the whole week into one video, just because there's a lot of other stuff going on. And for my Throwback Thursday, I'll pull out that blanket that I talked about on Saturday's video, about the blanket that I did that got me back into this in 2020. So with that, I'm going to get back to my crochet alongs. No, my make alongs. Because with one of them, you don't have to crochet if you don't want to. So I am doing 2 year-long make alongs this year. The first one is with Judy at Judys Creations and Crochet. This is her birds picture. She shows you a picture of her bird and you take inspiration from that and you make something. This is the picture for this year, or for this month, for March. And I had been wanting to do this particular pattern for a while, and it's called the Tunisian Pride Shawl 2 by ARV Crochet. And it is a Tunisian shawl, kind of a boomerang fade kind of shawl, and obviously I'm not done blocking it, and I have ends to sew in, but it is off my hook. And I started with some yarn that I dyed last summer, this green and yellow, and then this sagey green is some that I got from Adam at Crafty Wool UK. And then the rest of these, this was, I think, I picked up at a local yarn shop as a mini, but the rest of these were all minis from Tangled Poets, the pickle jar. And it got all of the colors, the red, the blue, the greens, the yellow, even a little bit of tan. And we got the bright orange and some yellow and some different shades of green. And it matches this bird almost perfectly, doesn't it? I mean, come on. I even got red and blue in there. It just turned out so perfect. This pattern, if you are a new Tunisian crocheter, this pattern is phenomenal. You get this beautiful edging on both edges that's built into the pattern. If you can do a knit stitch, a simple stitch, and a yarn over, you can make this, because you do 2 knit stitches at this end, yarn over, and then do the simple stitch, and then at this end you do 2 knit stitches. It's so not difficult, especially for a beginner, and you'll have this beautiful, if you look at the picture that she puts on the pattern, she uses a fade and she tells you how to do it. It's gorgeous. It's really pretty, and I love the way this turned out. I did do a couple more rows than she had in the pattern, only because I just wanted to use up the whole last little bit of that skein that I did. So I ended up doing like 3, 4, or 5 more rows than I should have, but I don't think it hurt anything in any way at all. So yeah, it's a little bit longer, but not that much. So it's going to be perfect for St. Patrick's Day. I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I love that pop of the chartreuse in there, the little bit of the dark red and the blue, and then that, that shocking orange just adds just a little bit of a pop. So it turned out really pretty. This would even be pretty in a solid color, or maybe in a self-striping. It would look really pretty too. So very easy. It is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. I did use my Knitter's Pride Dreams 5.5 millimeter hook with a mindful swivel cord, which are my favorites. And it just, these are all fingering weight minis. So that is my finished object. Now my ongoing project is with Jackie from Crochet ADHD, or however you say her channel. Sorry, Jackie, I know I didn't do it right. Anyway, hers is the Hip to Be Squared Mel. And you make a couple of squares a month. She says 2. I'm doing her 1 more, and I'm doing 3 squares a month, because in the end, I want to have a blanket that is 6 rows of 6 squares, 36 squares for the month. So my January was this dark blue, and I am using my Nako Mona Lisa yarn, which you guys know I love this yarn. There's like 172 meters on a skein of beautiful, soft, anti-pilling acrylic. It is so great to work with. Wonderful stitch definition. Yeah, I'm so sad that they discontinued this yarn. So anyway, you saw the dark blue for January. You saw the light blue for March. Now we have the sage green. No, the light blue is for February. We have the sage green for March. And I'm just doing an 8 round traditional granny square using a 5.5 millimeter hook, which is the recommended size for the yarn. I am doing the type of granny squares where I am not chaining in between the granny clusters, because I wanted that hole to be a little bit tighter. I didn't want something really loose. So that is why I'm doing it that way. So my corners are granny cluster, chain 1, granny cluster, and then no chains between the granny clusters. So yeah, it's just a really nice, simple, traditional granny square that I do 8 rounds on. So that is my Hip to Be Squared Mel, with the caveat that I'm going to have a big old blanket for Tom by the beginning of December. I originally had said a couple weeks ago that I thought I would throw in some minis and try to make a wrap out of it. Yeah, I've scrapped that plan. I'm not going to do that. I've got a lot of other things that I want to do. I want to finish that cardigan that I started, which I'm going to pull that out today and get started on that. I want to get that done. I have 4 more Leggy Bunnies that I need to do. I finished 1 more over the weekend using the alpaca blend. This one turned out so cute, didn't it? This is kind of a little bit fuzzier because it's got this alpaca blend. So I'll need to make 1 more for a granddaughter, and I think I'm going to make it out of this, because I think I'm going to give this funky colors to my 2 oldest granddaughters, and then I'll have to make 3 for the boys. And I don't know what color I'm going to make the boys. I'll come up with something. But this little small one, this was made with some Bella Coco yarn that I had. That's a number 6. So, you know, I'll be working on those, because those, you know, Easter's March 31st. So I've only got a couple more days to get that stuff done and go get some Easter candy and get those out in the mail to the kids. So I've got 4 more to do of those. So I'm not going to overwhelm myself. I mean, the weather is changing this morning. That's why my video is so late. I went out and mowed my lawn this morning and did some yard cleanup, cut some branches down. We started getting our pool open. Our pool temperature is already up to like 70 degrees, which it's a little cold, but it's getting there. So getting the pool deck cleaned off from all the winter weather, getting, you know, the yard ready. So, you know, last year was such a poop year for us for the summer. We had so many plans, and then Tom got sick. So this year, with him on the mend, we are going to do some things. We're going to go on some trips. We're going to go camping. We're going to have family here. to do some construction projects around here. Allie and her husband are going to come down and help build a deck. We got a lot going on, so I'm not going to overwhelm myself with a lot of extra make-alongs. These are the two that I'm going to stick with. And then if I realize I've got a little bit of extra time and somebody pops up with one, I might jump in. The only one I'm kind of like, oh, do I need to do? Jax from Creations by Jax, she's doing one for Boggy Creek. And she talked about it on her live on Saturday, and I didn't get to see the live. I caught some of the replay. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I've noticed she's putting out where she's working on the tutorial. So yeah, we'll see. I'll eventually make that blanket. I just don't know if I'm going to do it now during the make along. It may come later on in the fall, but we'll see how it goes. I know there's so many make-alongs starting and so many going on. There's just not enough hours in the day for me, because I'm still doing at least 1 to 2 boggy blankets a week. I finished one over the weekend for this week, and I'm hoping I can maybe get one more in. So I got a lot on my plate. I'm not complaining. It's just I'm not ready to add more to the mix right now. So anyway, I'm going to stick with these two make-alongs for now. So with that, you guys, what's going on for the rest of the week? Well, tomorrow is Tunisian Tuesday. We're not going to do any stitches. We're going to look at some books and some hooks. I got those Tunisian hooks from We Crochet, so we're going to talk about those. And I have been on the Kindle app, the Kindle Unlimited, and I have found some really cool pattern books on the Kindle Unlimited that I'm going to share with you. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm finally going to show you the order I put in with knit picks, because I love it and I think you're going to like it too. Thursday, we'll do a catch up on the hashtag, and then who knows what we'll do on Friday. Probably I'll show you some of the boggy blankets that I finished this week, but you never know. And whatever else pops up during the week, we'll just go with it. I mean, what else can you do, right? So with that, I'm going to let you guys get back to your day. I hope you have a fantastic Monday, an even better week. Make sure to take care of yourself and give yourself some grace. But above all, be kind to everyone, and we'll talk to you later.